What is going on, everybody? Voidlego here, back with a brand new episode of Higurashi When They Cry. Last time we were on, we had checked out the extra after party of the first chapter, then we went on over to here and finished both chapter 1 and chapter 2. So yeah, let's just get right into it. And also, we found Mion's twin sister, Shion, or in Kechi's, mind, like twin sister in quotes. Which is, just not the biggest, thing, but whatever. Is there really Shion here? Yeah.
あ、ミオンさんの家族？
ああ、もっと平たく言えば、あいつに兄弟とかいないのかなって思ってさ。
I was actually wondering whether her younger twin sister named Shion really existed. And my curiosity got the better of me, so I quietly asked Sadako about it.
どうなんでございましょうね。いるやらいないやら。
She might invite? Might not. She wasn't being very clear about it. That Sadako had never gone over to Mion's house to play.
その反応からすると、会ったことがないみたいだな。
ええ、おばあさん以外にはありませんですわ。
Grandmother. As far as I could tell, there were already dark clouds over the Shion's wheel theory.
そういうのは理科が詳しいですわよ。理科に聞いてごらんなさいですわ。
Sadako waved to Wika-chan, who was basking in the sunlight.
理科、ミオンさんのご家族のことをご存知ですの
Wika-chan was surprised at this question. Turn that down a little bit.
ミーには家族や親戚がいっぱいいますですから、全部はなかなかわからないのですよ。
そんなにたくさんいるのか。例えばさ、園崎シオンってやつはいるのか？聞き間違いかもしれないから、ひょっとすると実在しないかもしれないんだけど。
C ですか？ C はいますですよ。
Huh? That was unexpected. So she was real. Well, yeah.
よく似た名前ですのね。間違えて舌を噛んじゃいそうですわ。
I mean, it's the same type of name, the on, just replace the M with an S, and yeah.
ミーの双子の妹さんだと聞いたことがありますですが、あまり会ったことはないのです。
Wika-chan knew a bit about her as well, but hadn't seen her much.
何年か前に法事の集まりがあった時に会ったような気がしますですよ。
That's grim.
このクラスにいないってことは、学校は沖宮の方に通っているってわけかな。
お家も沖宮なのかもしれませんわよ。だってミョンさん自身家族とは別でおばあさんと暮らしてるわけですから。
Okay. She didn't live with her parents? That was a bit odd. Is there something between them?
とてもややこしいお家なのです。親類の数が多いらしいですから、きっといろいろと都合があるに違いないのですわ。
Yeah, it's one hell of a big family with all the uncles owning businesses. For now, I learned that she had a younger twin sister named Shion, but her family structure, including her own position, still seemed very mysterious.
お、3人揃って何の話だい？おじさんも混ぜてよ。
ミオンさんいいところへ。ミオンさんに双子の妹さんがいるってのは本当でございますの？
Ah, Mion. Crap.
妹？いるよ。
That's a weird reaction. Mion grew uncharacteristically red in the face at a loss. I think she's looking at me.
あら、それは知らなかったですわ。どんな方なのかしら。ぜひ一度お顔を見てみたいですわね。
会わない方がいいよ。全然可愛くないし。 生意気だし、たまに電話で話すくらいで、私もしばらく会ってないし。
Seriously? Why did it look like she was in such a panic? It's like she was declaring that the Shion from yesterday was actually a fake. Anyway, that was pretty funny, so I wanted to go for a little while longer. Another Mion under the name of Shion. Will I be able to see her if I go to that restaurant again? I had a mysterious feeling, as if I made a new friend, despite knowing that she and Mion were the same person. Or hell, maybe it's Mion with the split personality and not Rena. Or maybe, hell, maybe everyone in this game has a split personality. Screw it. Introduction to Angel Mort. Alright, let's read this newspaper. We printed from the Victorious War Photographer's Guide, April issue. Complete Conquest Analysis, Family Restaurant Chapter. Now at last, we come to the blazing hot food day. To Angel Mort, a super famous restaurant and the envy of all enthusiasts, despite being located in the remote Shisaborn city of Prefecture. Why exactly do the most famous stores avoid the centers of human habitation? It can only be because it is a trial given to us by the god of war photography. It's famous locally for having the best desserts in town, but that matters not to us. If you want an expensive desserts, then you can just go to a place or something. We aim not for sweet treats, but for sweet uniforms. The fragrant aroma of sweet sweat wafts from these obituary waitress uniforms, God, creating no less than a public torture device. How can their bashful flirtation be on par with all the other restaurants with cute uniforms all across the country? War photography hunter. Away! The smoking areas are the real superpositions. Aim for your chance at them with the tendency of an octopus. Yesterday I failed to get seating. Today I will aim for the ultimate golden seat, the cornered box in the smoking area. Otaku are overwhelmed with non-smokers, so I'll procure a spot in the smoking area and set up camp there. As expected of Ryu, the hunter. He's saying his victory was decided the moment he chose his seat. In actuality, Ryu used the same tactic during the grand opening of Akihabawa's and succeeded in getting the best seats in the house. Back then, he also went arrowing in the afternoon, just after the lunch rush, and not only did he find his target seat empty, but he also obtained it with ease. By utilizing tricks such as ordering a little at a time, he effectively increased the number of opportunities for engagement, carefully scoping out his chance for a picture. But, as if cursed by that, from the day before, the god of war photographies did not smile upon him. After suffering successful, firm defeats until 3 p.m., he finds no chances coming his way. And after 4 p.m., the man began to take his orders. It looks as though he has been seen through. It is the rule of a hunter to withdraw with grace once marked. My aim was perfect, but the fork technique I used at 2:30 seemed to have backfired. Maybe they were wary since I sat in a booth and left my bag on the floor. Perhaps the hidden camera in the bag trick is already old hat. If there were 2-digit EGs involved for sticking here half the day, I'd have a high counterweight. I am mortified. Even so, he still got a few pieces of gold, as to be expected from the hunter. He attained this nice angle despite lamenting his failure. He is an artisan. More surprisingly, though, is that this uniform conquest across Japan has yielded not a single arrested person. What an amazing start for the hunter who brags about having been to approximately half of the total prefecture police stations in the country. That thing the day before. The day before, a hunter took on the Shrine Maiden cuisine in Nagiota. His hunter spirits showed food too zealously, and as soon as he entered the store, he was seen through, placed in a booth and waited on by the head priest. Despite waiting half a day, the much-anticipated Shrine Maidens appeared only at the time of his first order. It's seriously a huge blunder for a hunter. Now then, here we have the gateway of the hunter's original photographs that always receive such high praise. We'll present one passionate reader with 3 all-you-can-eat, low-angle pictures of the Angel Mort uniforms chosen by the hunter himself. With such blazing hot pictures, you too can become a war photographer today. What a great magazine. Ay, ay, ay. Well, they gave us no information at all, but it was pretty funny, so I'll have to give it that. And let's just keep on moving.
いいですか皆さん。お料理は真剣にやらないと思わぬ怪我をします。これも授業ですからふざけないでしっかりやってくださいね。
Noisy, yeah, laughter through the class in response. After the school today was going to be home economics class. The plan was for everybody to make curry rice and give it to the forest rangers and let this building be rented out as a school. If everybody were making curry in the same pot, it would have been more of a party-like atmosphere, but this was school after all. Excluding the youngest students, each one of us would be making our own curry, with the results being judged.
いいですか。今でこそカレーライスは手軽で簡単で誰にでも作れるメニューということになっていますが、カレーは本来インドを発祥とする古式ゆかしいちゃんとしたお料理です。
I've never had curry.
日本式にアレンジされたとはいえ、そこには古代インドの英知と文化が込められています。夢そのことをおろそかにしないように。真剣にやらない人は先生が本気で怒りますから、そのつもりで。
Alright, we're making the damn curry. It seemed like a needlessly passionate sermon on curry. Well, whatever.
知恵先生はカレーに命かけてるって噂でしたよ。採点はきっと厳しいですわよ。
家庭科の点数なんか赤点でさえなければ適当でいいんだよ、適当で。
先生、カレーに関しては鬼だから。
なんだよそのカレーの鬼って。
Well, it's in the title.
初耳だぞ。
普段は温厚ないい先生なんだけどね。どういうわけかカレーにだけはうるさいんだよ。そりゃもう熱中的なくらいに。
秘伝のカレーを研究するためにって言って毎年インドに旅行に行ってるって言ってたもんね。
It's a weird hobby, but alright.
風の噂ですとご飯は3食カレーライスで、たまに他のものを食べる時でも必ずカレー味というこだわりぶりらしいですの。
それ変質的というより変態的だぞ。何か悪い宗教にでも入ってるんじゃないのか。だいたいカレーなんてジャンクフードの筆頭じゃねえかよ。3食カレーなんて栄養的にも偏って。
Bunk, bunk, bunk. Embedded into the table right by my fingertips, a chef's knife, ladle, and spatula hummed gently as they still quivered. The teacher, while still mixing her own pot, was looking this way, smiling.
ケイちゃん、シー。それ以上言ったら埋葬される。
Saying even a little bit more would make my situation a lot more dire.
へいへい、しっかり真面目にカレーを作ればいいわけだろ。
でも今日はそう簡単にはいかないのです。あのね、みーちゃんが。
It's written all over her face. The playing field is even, and we're being judged. There's no way this won't turn into a competition.
分かってるねみんな。
Alright, let's go fucking food wars on this shit.
料理勝負だ。
I knew it. There's no way Mion would weave such an enticing event alone.
勝敗はどうするでございますの？先生の採点で決めますの？
As if saying, but wait, there's more. The teacher reappeared with the principal in tow.
今日は営林署の皆さんへの感謝のイベントですから、先生だけでなく採点はみんなで行いますよ。
わしと先生とそれから営林署の方5人で採点する。各自健闘を祈るぞ。
God, I really wish I had a body, but, you know, just have to be off to the side. Even the principal? Looking around, it seemed like the interests of everybody in the class had been piqued.
そういうわけ。のんびりしたカレーパーティーなんかには終わらせないよ。
We'll get fucking serious.
カレーは得意だよ。今日は負けないよ。
Just make sure not to put any needles in it, Mana.
私の学年は班で作りますから、リカと一緒なのですわよ。
汚ねえ。リカちゃんは確かかなりの料理上手じゃ。
僕のカレーで美味しくって体がどうにかなっちゃうのです。
What about Mion? She doesn't seem like she's too good at cooking. Her type has always been bad at this type kind of thing. But Mion continued to look unconcerned.
ケイちゃんが今思ってることを当ててあげるよ。ミオンはきっと料理が下手に違いないでしょう。
I don't like the way she said that. I seriously need to get a good poker face. It couldn't be Mion couldn't possibly. At that moment, the teacher's whistle sounded.
では皆さん、いいですか？刃物には十分に気をつけてくださいね。始め！
Call her to arms, that sounded. Come to make some fucking curry. We had to use an outdoor kit to cook the rice, but it wasn't that difficult for a camping veteran like me. Put the rice into the canister, push your palm to the bottom, and fill with water to just above the whisk.
本当にそんな水加減でいいんですの？もっと入れないといけないそうですのよ。
You filthy liar. If I put in any more, I'll just be left with some half-cooked porridge.
さとこ、それが罠のつもりなら残念だったな。俺は慣れてるぞ、飯盒炊飯は。はじめちょろちょろ中パッパ。赤子泣いても蓋取るな。
へえ、ケイチくんすごいね。ちょっと意外。サマーキャンプで習ったのかな。
親父がデイキャンプが好きでさ、夏場なんかにはよく家族で出かけるんだよ。
ってことは全員ご飯の炊き方は問題なし。つまり勝負の分かれ目はカレーの方ってことになるね。
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard to cook rice. I don't, at least I think.
カレーこそリカの独壇場ですのよ。皆さんなんかコテンパンですわ。
理科のってとこが泣けるぞ。お前も何か料理を手伝えよ。
ひょっとするとさとこちゃんは何もお手伝いをしないのが一番のお手伝いなのかもね。
Wise words, Rena. Wise words.
勝負は勝てば官軍でございますわよ。
That was a pretty malicious comment for Rena. Sadako took it hook, line, and sinker. Rena could only apologize between fits of laughter while Sadako chased her around.
じゃあ早速カレーの方に行こうかね。ここからが勝負どころだよ。
After rinsing off the carrots, potatoes, and other standard vegetables, I guess the knife.
今日のカレーはどんな味？
As Rena hemmed along, her very well-placed hands wielded her knife. When the fickle sound of the knife hitting the cutting board harkened to kind images of days long past. Simply put, it was perfect. It was so calm and practiced, I seriously don't stand a chance. I looked over at Sadako and Mika-chan. Sadako was in charge of washing the vegetables, while Mika-chan was in charge of peeling them. That's what I heard being discussed, but Mika-chan's knife skills are something else as well. She was happily rotating the potato and peeling it around quite quickly. On top of that, the peel spinned the entire potato. What was that called again? Katsumuki. I've heard that peeling a vegetable in one move around like that is a highly regarded technique. She picked up the peel from the sink and carved a pair of eyes into it with her knife.
ヘビさんなのですよ。ガオー。
Saying that, she placed the wrongly peeled potato skin on top of the head of a boy from her group. She wasn't even breaking a sweat. When it comes to Mika-chan and cooking, you couldn't even hold a candle to her. But more? Did snakes make that sound? No, it's only like some acidity of a snake. Alright then, how's Mion doing? She's definitely just fumbling along. There's no way she can peel a potato so effortlessly like that. Absolutely no way.
そんなわけあるか。絶対嘘だ。トリックだ。 SFX だ。ワイヤーとか使ってるに違いない。
ほれビローン。
As if she had already won, Neon proudly showed me the elongated potato skin.
ケイチは知らないですか？ミーはおばあちゃんにお料理とかも教えてもらってるですよ。
Yeah, I'm kind of worried that all you guys know how to use knives very effectively. I'm kind of scared by that.
料理だけじゃないよ。裁縫からお花におこと重機から無線機ヘリの操縦まで何でもできるんだからね。
The hell? What does her grandma do? Or did do? Strangely enough, the latter items were more realistic. It was the first few items of the list that seemed like a lie.
本当はすっごくお料理上手なんだよ。面倒くさがって全然作らないけどね。
Damn it! I'm also really good at cooking, especially Chinese food.
ケイチ、お湯を沸かして注ぐのは料理に入りませんです。
Shot down before I could even say it.
ざまあないですわね。今日はケイチさんの一人負け確定ですわよ。
Clank.
てめえだって料理できないだろが。
リカかわいそかわいそです。僕がケイチをコテンパンにしてあげますです。
Well, God, this not look good. Everybody's smirking at me. Don't waste a right foot yet, Ketchimaru. They'll throw away this match. Calm down and think. Not about how to peel these potatoes well, but about how to win this challenge.
ここはギャラリーが多い。俺他の流しで仕事するから。
Saying only that, I gathered up all the vegetables and whipped that spot behind.
ケイチくん大丈夫かな？包丁で指とか切らないか心配。
Jeez.
さてケイちゃんのお手並み拝見だね。
No matter how hard I try peeling these, if I slip up at the speed, I'll lob my fingers right off. There's only one thing left to do.
富田君、岡村君。お、君たちは4人でグループか。
Call me Cook, damn it. There's the two underclassmen that had become my sworn brothers ever since they met at that toy store last Sunday. They had been paired with two girls for their group.
あ、はい。女子2人が料理とか得意なんで。俺らは遊んでるだけで OK です。
Both of them pointed at the girls. They're not as good as Wenna, but they were both good enough handling a knife.
単刀直入に言おう。このままでは部活に負ける。君たちの歯が向いた野菜をくれ。
Oh shit.
前原さん、それほとんど恐喝です。
For the greater good, Tomda. For the
で
greater
も
good.
まあ話によっては交渉次第なら OK ってことですよ。
たくましい奴らだな。まあ当然だ。ではこうしよう。俺が勝てたらサトコ&リカちゃんグループのカレーを食わせてやる。これならどうだ？
え、あ、どうしようかな。
Both of them were hesitant at such a weighty proposal. Just one more little push seems to be in order. Very well then, let's make them an offer they can't refuse. I pulled both of them close by the shoulders and made my offer in a hushed tone.
もちろんサトコとリカちゃんの食べかけをだ。スプーンもつける。
And there goes the blood. The wet mist spouted vigorously from the noses of the two underclassmen.
あら、ケイチさんも結構やりますのね。綺麗なじゃがいもですこと。
Having blown away cleared the vegetable peeling challenge, I returned to my comrades in triumph.
へえ、すごいねすごいね。ケイチくんの皮むき上手だよ。
違うね。ケイちゃんが剥いたのはジャガイモじゃなく牙でしょ。
ああ、俺はとっくに本気だぞ。てめえらまとめてぶっ潰してやるぜ。
Having finished preparing the vegetables, next is to boil a pot of water, then add the vegetables in order which takes longest to cook. I learned this part from my mother when we went camping. But just cooking in order probably won't garner a lot of points. Look over at Lena, she had a variety of vegetables cooking together in a delicate balance. She wasn't being ambitious or calculating a way to win the game. She was making delicious food with a mother's touch. I have a feeling that it could somehow compete with me in terms of technique, but it would be no match for Lena. She was way out of my way.
うちのお母さんのカレーはね、いっつも具だくさんだったんだよ。だからレナのカレーも具だくさんなの。本当は一晩かけてじっくり煮たいんだけどね。
頼む。俺のカレーにも少しお力を貸してくれないか。
ダメだよ。これ部活だもの。レナは負けないよ。
Ugh, when she enters club mode, even a normally kind Lena becomes an enemy. Looks like Rika-chan is cooking apples as well. Ugh, she's like a pro at this. How about Mion?
あ、ミヨンてめえ。そりゃなんだよ。ハンバーグなんてどこから。
行事予定表で今日のことをあらかじめ知ってたからね。
Oh, god damn it.
下ごしらえはバッチリってわけよ。私のカレーはゴージャスにいくよ。
Upon closer inspection, it looks like Mion brought her own vegetables, spices, and other ingredients. They were spread all over the place. Mion, just for today, you brought all this stuff from your house?
異議あり。先生、こんなのありですか。
異議を却下します。美味しいカレーができれば先生は何でも OK です。
Yeah, for that normally serious teacher to go so far as to append a star to the end of her sentence. Just... I love they acknowledged that. That was so great. Like, I know they added a star to the end of that sentence. I know it every time they do it. Just as the rumor said, she's a foo and foo curry freak.
レナとリカちゃんは天性の料理上手。私は入念な事前準備で、ケイちゃんは
It's hopeless. In the grand scheme of cooking, peeling vegetables is only a smart part of the hurdles I must overcome are just too numerous and too high.
前原さん、こっちこっち。
Turning around, I saw the voices calling me belonged to the two underclassmen from earlier, Tomika-kun and Oko-kun.
なんだよお前ら。お？その鍋はなんだよ。お前らの班のか。
これ気づかれないうちに前原さんの鍋とすり替えてください。うちの女子のカレーなら前原さんが作るよりは出来はいいと思います。
Yeah, probably. You guys? For me?
勘違いしないでくださいよ。僕たち前原さんに勝ってもらわないと。そう。
No, that's right. If I don't win, then the talk of eating Sayaka and Rika-chan's curry goes right out the window. Yeah, they're doing it for their own damn lust. Not for me. Seems like you guys are getting wild up about this too.
すまん。世話になる。だがお前らのグループの女子がよく許したな。
I don't think it did.
前原さん、俺たちも本気ってことです。
Going in on day duty 3 times. These guys, to assure me victory, have paid the price. That gaze filled me with burning conviction from my underclassmen. Yeah, I'm not fighting this alone. I'm fighting this with everyone.
任せておけ。
The
腹は
power
使
of
っておけ
friendship.
よ。 絶対に食わせてやるからな。
Nah, not the power of friendship, the power of brotherhood.
お待ち申し上げております。
It's a gas stove, so controlling the heat is easy. All that's left is to let it stew into the bill. Then, the delicious smell of curry began wafting upwards. The pot gifted to me by my own 2 underclassmen certainly drew some double takes. I didn't even look surprised when she came to take a look, so it must be pretty good.
ケイちゃんやるじゃない。これは最後までわからない勝負になったね。
ケイチくんのカレーレナも食べてみたくなっちゃうな。
レナのカレーもミオンのカレーもみんな強敵だよ。俺の最善は尽くしたが結果はどうか。
ケイチさん、リカが呼んでますわよ。言ってあげてでございますわ。
What? Pikachu's calling me? What could it be? Well, whatever. I'm at it, I can gather some intelligence on the enemy. Pikachu was doodling on the ground in front of the pot, because all that's left is to let it stew. Even then, it's good to know that she doesn't leave the stone unattended.
よ、リカちゃんの方はどんな具合だい？
カレーさんなのです。
Huh? Pikachu was doodling something strange and introduced it as Mr. Curry.
カレーさんはすごいのです。
They're putting something in your fucking curry. Catchy, get back there! Get the fuck back there!
目からビームも出ます。ビー。
Apparently, Mr. Curry shoots beams from his eyes. Drawing a beam with a stick, she etched a line towards my feet. Does this mean I've been shot with a laser?
バリアー！ビーム反射！
I took another stick in my hand and reflected the beam, striking Mr. Curry.
カレーさんのお腹からはミサイルも撃てるのです。ビシュー。
おりゃー！前原超電磁バリアー！そして反撃のビーム！
カレーさんはビームエネルギーを吸収して波動砲を撃てるのです。
Pikachu and I scratched at the ground, furrowing close in our doodle war. Wait a moment.
なあリカちゃん、俺に何か用があって呼んだんじゃないのか？
はい、呼びましたですよ。でももうご用は終わっているのです。
Fucking know it. I fucking know it. At that moment, a chill ran up my spine. Already fulfilled her purpose.
やられた！
Fell for the oldest fucking trick in the book. Headed back to my pod, saying there just as I feared with Sonico. No questions asked, I dropped a kick. I dropped kick in the back of her head.
何をしますの？レディの頭を何だとお思いですの？
なことはどうでもいい。まさかサトコ、俺のカレーに何か混ぜたんじゃ。
失礼な。そこまで落ちぶれてはおりませんわ。こう見えても私フェアですのよ。
じゃあこのよくわからない並べ方をしてあるしゃもじとかお皿とかはなんだ？こんな不安定な置き方をして倒れたらどうすんだよ。
At that moment, a gentle breeze blew by, knocking over a ladle that was stood up at its end. The ladle, like a domino, fell over and knocked over the next cook in the utensil in the row. Did she make a fucking Rube Goldberg machine? Wep, wep, wep. Coink, coink. Thud, thud.
俺は芸術だな。そういえば昔テレビでドミノ倒し世界記録に挑戦なんてのが流行ったよな。
ケイちゃん、フライパン。
I didn't even have time to react. The chain reaction knocked over a cutting board, then a frying pan. The next after that was my pot. Crash! The frying pan struck my pot full force, tipping it over. The contents cruelly spilled out, and now my masterpiece was being sampled by the schoolyard. I stared, dumbfounded. It was such a beautiful and elaborate mousetrap that, for a moment, I lost touch with reality.
あらあら、大惨事ですわね。
You're just fucking jigsaw, aren't you, Sadako?
私は何もしてませんのよ。
Same fucking reasons fucking Jake's all uses. At the very last moment, I had let my guard down. I ignored the culinary incompetent Sadako for far too long. Even if she couldn't cook, Sadako still had this method of fighting back. Just then, Winna, who had been sampling her own pot when I was screwing.
あれレナのカレーしょっぱいよ、しょっぱいよ。
Was Winna also sabotage? Then what about Mion?
私のはご飯がしょっぱい。やられたー。
God damn it.
これで邪魔者は戦う前に全て一掃でございますのよ。せっかくの力作が台無しなのです。かわいそかわいそなのです。かわいそかわいそですわよ。
Shion and Sadako loved my dumbfounded head to their heart's content. Well, shit. Pushing the desks together, it was about time for the meals to be judged. The delicious odor of curry spread throughout the courtyard. The members of the forestry service, to whom we owed gratitude for their daily work, were guided to their seats. The principal gave a bit of a ceremonial introduction. Next, the teacher expressed her desire for them to judge the curry contest. The men from the forestry service seemed to like that kind of thing and gave their enthusiastic approval. I mean, hell, free food, so.
さて皆さんできましたね。ではこれから審査員の皆さんと校長先生と私で試食をしますからね。
Everybody in the class brought up their painstakingly made curry and arranged them on the desk. The only club members who managed a decent result were Rika-chan's group. Knowing full well it was a failure, Rena plated her curry for the judges. She already knew she was going to get a low score. Could you imagine? Like one of the judges up there is like fucking Gordon Ramsay, like, oh, this is fucking salty. Oh, fuck, it's fucking raw. It's fucking raw, mate. Fucking Gordon Ramsay. But at least she was still able to serve hers. Both Mion and my curry were completely obliterated, so we couldn't even wind them up on the table. Judges served the curry made by the lower grades. They had a lively discussion praising the food. Finally, it was our curry's turn.
次は竜宮君のカレーであるな。
It tastes like the skunk's asshole. It's fucking raw.
実にうまそうである。
The principal cheerfully shoveled a spoonful of Lena's salty curry into his mouth. Of course, his expression immediately changed.
あらあらあら、竜宮さんどうしちゃったんですか？途中まではあんなに美味しそうだったのに。
Che sensei must have had some expectations, judging from her disappointment.
すみません。間違えてお塩を一袋入れちゃって。
Are you trying to make fucking curry? Or are you trying to make fucking me die of salt poison? The rest of the judges grimaced after they each had a bite. I feel sorry for them.
失敗こそ成功の調味料である。次回に期待するぞ。頑張りたまえ。
Saying that, the principal devoured the rest of the oversalted curry in one go. Truly a man amongst men. When I was down and out, her offensive capabilities were something else, but she was defeated due to her weak defense.
では次は僕たちのご賞味いただくのですよ。
フルデさんの班のカレーもとっても頑張っていますね。どれどれ？素朴だけどこれはとても美味しくできてます。
There was also the incident with Lena's salted curry right before this, and the judge's assessment were extraordinarily high. Maybe not just extraordinary, perhaps today's forerunner? The judges began a heated debate. One of those judges went outside as he removed a chunk of curry with a spoon.
この子のカレーも結構悪くないけどな。俺人参嫌いなんだよな。
Personally, I think that carrots are a staple of curry, but I guess to each their own. However, seeing that, Wika-chan with the nameplate on the chest of his overalls began to speak.
ダメですよ、教授。人参を残してはいけません。
What is she saying all of a sudden? Everybody turned to Wika-chan with a stunned look, but what Wika-chan just did was super effective. The carrot-hating judge began stuffing his face with curry while tears streamed down his face.
教授、おかわりありますですよ。
Stop, Mommy! While crying like that, he continued to shovel curry into his mouth. That's right. Wika-chan's curry was by no means simple. No, that curry had the taste of a mother's cooking. With the carrot-hating judge out of the picture, Wika-chan's assessment was unanimous.
理科のカレーには誰もかないませんのよ。
Sadako went off a shrill laugh as she declared victory, but at that moment, world-famous Gordon
騙
Ramsay.
されてはなりません。審査員の皆々様方、貧乏臭さをお袋の味と錯覚させるなどまやかしもいいとこ。皆様方が本当に食べたかったのはこういうカレーじゃない？
Oh, all of a sudden, in all of its perfect glory, Mion's curry. Not only the judges, but the teacher, the craftsman, and of course myself, could only gasp in admiration. Hamburg steak with a demi-gray sauce with a flash salad. It's a set. I wouldn't be stretching it to say this was a 4-course meal. It's perfect. Perfectly made.
すごいすごい。みーちゃんすごい。みーちゃんすごい。
Sadako was also shocked. Even Wika-chan couldn't hide her surprise. It seems the victor was decided without even needing a taste. Of course, the hamburger was hand-netted. The salad also had a home-style dressing, but of professional quality. And the curry, not even a Moricon of grit.
とっても美味しい。実に豊かな味わいですよ、園崎さん。このカレーこそインド6000年の英知と日本人の食文化の美しい融和の生きた証。
Shit, this might as well be Food Wars.
先生、感激です。これは満点の仕上がりですね。100点をあげちゃいます。
いえいえ、どういたしまして。
Oh, finally some good fucking food.
クラス委員長として模範を示したまでです。
Mion, while bowed politely, and then looked at us with a smirk on her face.
僕の負けなのです。そんなはずありませんわ。確かに半合に再興しましたのに。
What if she made another pot? That's right. Sadako had dumped salt into Mion's rice cooker, which should have ruined it. At that moment, it hit me. I spun back towards my own canister. That's why! At some point, my cooking canister had been opened, its contents completely empty.
みよめ俺のご飯を使いやがったな。ずるいぞ。お前のカレーも半分よこせ。
Mion clucked her tongue and waved her finger at me as a smirk washed over her face.
おっとケイちゃん、それは甘えてるよ。この最後の土壇場をケイちゃんは諦めた。
Look, Ketchy, all's fair in war.
私は諦めなかった。そういう差でしょ。勝負は捨てたらおしまいってこと。
God, couldn't even properly voice my shame.
みーちゃん、ケイチくんかわいそうだよ。ちょっとくらいなら分けてあげても。
いいのいいの。これは授業料だよ。ケイちゃんは今 勝負を最後まで捨ててはいけないことを学んだのね。
It woes me to say it, but Mion is right. To give up so quickly in the match was my own folly. For Mion to have brought that to my attention, I should actually be thankful to her. Well then, does that mean that even in this situation I shouldn't give up?
カレーは鍋ごとひっくり返し、ご飯すらも残ってない。この状況でどう勝負を諦めるなんて言うんだよ。
前原さん。
Tomoko-kun and Okama-kun suddenly appeared. Damn it! Even though my proteges had tried so hard, I wasn't able to meet their expectations.
事故ですよ。仕方ないです。
Both of them were dejected. Couldn't accept defeat so easily. I was their senior. What would I be if I didn't pick up the broken pieces of the dream I had shown them? I just learned it from Mion just now, didn't I? Don't throw it away the contest. Not until the last
考
moment.
えろ前原圭一。考えるんだ前原圭一。カレーを作る方法じゃない。勝負に勝つ方法だ。
Brain blast! I had an idea. I didn't think it could turn the tables, but it was better than nothing.
富田君、手を洗ってこい。手伝ってくれ。岡村君には探してきてほしいものがあるんだ。
おっす。
了解です。
Both of them dispersed after receiving these instructions.
ほう、最後にケイちゃんがどうあがくか見せてもらおうじゃない。
往生際の悪い男は嫌われますのよ。
うるせえ。俺の最後の勝負を黙って見てろ。まずミオ、お前の飯盒をもらうぞ。嫌とは言わせん。
別にいいけどしょっぱいよ。
レナも手伝っていいよね。ケイチ君非常事態だし。
そう言ってもらえるなら心強い。じゃあレナ、お茶を入れてくれ。
はあ、信頼されてない。
それからサドゴ、そしてリカちゃん、一騎打ちを申し入れる。
なんですって。お話を伺いますですよ。
This was my duty to my two proteges who shed blood, sweat, and tears for my sake.
俺が100点をもらえたら、サトコ、リカちゃん、お前らのカレーをいただく。飯抜きだ。
冗談もほどほどでございますのよ。そんなのあかんぺーでございますわよ。
いや、いいでしょサトコ。受けなよ。
Firming patting the top of Satoko's head, Mion said those words with all the gravitas of a club president.
これだけの致命傷を与えたんでしょ。再起なんかあるわけがない。だからサトコも堂々としてなよ。どうあがこうと逆転などあるわけがない。
We'll see about that. Don't call it a
そうでしょ。
comeback.
そうでございますけど、僕はいいですよ。ケイチ、ファイト、おーです。
Alright, what's this master plan, huh, Kechi? The judges, seemingly growing tired of sampling the various curries, were debating each entry. From what little I ever heard, it seemed that Mion's impending victory was not in question.
そういえば前原くんのカレーはどうなりましたか？先生まだ食べてませんよ。
はい、俺のカレーは鍋がひっくり。
ん？そうであるか。それは実に残念である。
カレーは失いましたが、勝負を失ったわけじゃありません。
I merely lost the battle, not the war.
皆さんをうまいと言わせてみせます。
My combative posturing had drawn the attentions of all the judges.
まずは黙って食ってください。文句はそれから伺います。これが俺の料理だ。
前原くん、それは。
ん？おにぎりであるか。
The judges smiled weirdly at the simple flair that was quite in contrast to the preceding bravado. When I poured tea into the cup she had brought over from the break room.
バカにしてますわ。それにほら、中身も何にもないただの塩握りではありませんの。
So that's what he used the rice for.
こんなの勝負にもなりませんわ。確かに塩加減は悪くないかもしれないけど。
Rena's expression told me that she thought this was a great idea, but it might still not be enough to win the match.
前原さん、本当にこんなので逆転できるんですか？
後輩諸君、よく尽くしてくれた。大丈夫、黙って見てるんだ。
The judges were chewing with their mouths full and sipping at the tea. Nobody was singing praises or awestruck. They were just quietly chowing down.
ケイちゃんも卑怯な手を使うようになったね。こりゃつらいな。
あ、そうか。レナにも分かったよ。どういうことですの？なんでみんな黙ってあんなにも食べてますの？それはね、さとこちゃん。審査員さんたちね、実は。
Tired of eating curry! Because they were judges, they had to sample each and every offering. And because they were from small children, because they were made to show their appreciation, they couldn't eat just a little bit of each.
男はな、時には味よりも量を尊ぶこともあるんだよ。その時味は心震わせるものよりも素朴であることが望ましい。
They couldn't say it out loud, but this was the tastiest thing they'd had today. I confirmed that by looking at their eyes as the judges smiled wearily.
健闘は称えるが、今日はカレー勝負。これに点数を与えて良いものなのか。
The teacher and the principal had folded their arms while they pondered the situation. My underlings, seeing that, saw the small glimmer of hope fade away and grew dejected. Ugh, was this little surprise just not enough?
諦めるな、ケイちゃん。
Leon whispered quietly. That's right. I didn't push here.
いえ、先生。採点はしていただきます。カレーとおにぎりを異なって評価することに、そもそも致命的な間違いがあります。
前原くん、何を言ってるんですか？カレーとおにぎりがなぜ？
The principal stopped the teacher. It looked like he was giving me one final chance. The judges, having eaten their fill, quietly waited for my statement.
本場インドのカレーは何というパンで食べるそうですね。ですからこのカレーライスという料理はそれを取り入れアレンジした日本の食文化の一つと言えるでしょう。冒頭に先生がおっしゃられた通り、インドと日本の文化の融合の結晶なのです。
前原くんの言うことはわかります。でもそれとおにぎりにどんな関係が？
とても簡単なことなんですよ。カレーもおにぎりもお米を美味しく食べるための知恵なんです。
Rice was introduced to Japan from ancient China. Our agricultural forebears watered the fields, fighting the elements, disease, and pests to grow and raise our rice-centric culture. Yes, the Japanese people have formulated a plethora of dishes, but those were nothing more than attempts to find ways to enjoy eating rice. In other words,
カレーもおにぎりも同じ米食文化の結晶なのです。
it was scattered at first, but slowly grew into a steady roar. It was a thunderous applause that pleased me.
よまいごともほどほどになさいませ。認めませんわよ。先生はカレーの出来を採点してますのよ。こんなのは採点外。0点がふさわしいに決まってるでございますわ。先生、圭一君は頑張ったんです。認めてあげてください。
カレーの授業のはずだったのに。どうしましょう。
Mia, instead of throwing her laughter, stepped forward.
かつてフランスからある高名なシェフが来日した時、ホテルの人たちがさまざまな材料をフランスから空輸したんだそうです。でもそのシェフはそれらに見向きもしませんでした。
どうしてなのですか？本場の材料さんなのですよ。
シェフは地元の漁港へ行き、日本で採れた新鮮な幸を使って料理を作ったそうです。食文化は決められたルールに縛られるものじゃない文化なんです。日本に来れば日本の文化と溶け合ってまた新しいものを形作る。だからカレーもおにぎりも同じ日本の文化なんです。
Mion, she was providing fire support. I had to be grateful. The judges were somehow moved by this complicated yet baseless trivia. This stern work washed over the teacher's face as she refolded her arms.
前原くんはカレーのお鍋をひっくり返してしまったそうですね。危ないから気をつけなさいと初めにあれだけ言ったのに。
すみません。
ですが前原くんや園崎さんが言うように、食文化には垣根はありません。人を心底感嘆させるものなら、その形式は何ら差別されるものではない。
じゃあ
お鍋をひっくり返したので減点20。
Well, shit.
でも今日だけですよ。くじけないで頑張ったので特別に20点プラス。
Alright.
100点をあげておきましょう。
Nice. 前原さん My underclassmen wept at me. A perfect score. We did it! We did it! The curry was split and our rice was taken, but we made a comeback. In the end, we could chance curry also received 4 marks, so everybody but when I had a perfect score. Since this contest was outside the scope of regular club activities, there wasn't any particular penalty game. When I believe decided to leave.
さて約束だぞ、聡子にリカちゃん。君たちのカレーは没収する。
それじゃ私たちのお昼がなくなっちゃいますわ。
Sadako stomped angrily at the ground in frustration, but the price of defeat was absolute.
と言いたいところだが情けだ。半分は食ってよし。
圭一、ありがとうなのです。
My two protégés peered over from the sidelines, tears of joy streaming from their faces. We exchanged glances that would only be understood amongst men. We did it, Mayabara-san. Ah, this is all thanks to you. We flashed each other a thumbs up.
さて、このカレーは後輩たちに渡してった。俺も腹が減ったよな。自分のおにぎりでも食うか。ってあれ、
There was no trace of my onigiri. The ones I had set aside for myself included. As I peered around searching for them, the principal clapped a hand on my shoulder.
さっきの前原君の話を聞いていたら、噛みしめる米の味がひときわ美味での。
ひょっとして俺。
The principal simply laughed without answering. Seriously? My eyes half brimming with tears and my stomach lumbering, I was called over by the teacher.
前原くん、さっきはああいう場だったので満点ということにしましたが、
God,
分かっていますね。
speaking of being hungry, I'm fucking hungry as well. Hopefully I can end this soon.
え？分かってって何がっすか？
There was an odd glint in the teacher's eyes. If I had to describe it, it was curry-colored. Like a pot of stewing curry, her eyes whirled around in a spiral. A chill washed over me. The teacher clutched me by the shoulders and drew me in closer until our noses were almost touching.
カレーはこの世で一番尊くて神聖な素晴らしい料理です。それとおにぎりを同一扱いするなんて断固許せません。いいですか？カレーは四大河川文明に匹敵する第5の文明として古代インドに生まれ、アショカ王の時代にカピラ城で釈迦の生誕にバンコク食文化博覧会が絶賛して、ミシュランぐるぐるエッフェル塔すらもカレー漬けをぐつぐつ煮込んで、ターメリックを寝ても覚めてもカレーカレーカレーカレー。
Okay, I get it. You like curry, okay?
ちょっとケイイチさん、何をフラフラしてますの？後片付けもお料理の一部ですのよ。ケイイチくん、目がカレーだよ。どうしたのかな、この
Curry, curry, curry.
あっちゃー、やられたか。大丈夫、一昼夜で元に戻るよ、多分。
It wasn't that long before hunger brought me back to my senses. Don't fuck with curry, man. Fucks you up. Fucks you all up, dude. In the end, all the onigiri was eaten by the principal, so I had to make do without lunch. Skipping lunch, never knew the afternoon could be so long and painful. A feeling other than drowsiness made me space out.
大丈夫かな、ケイイチくん。だからレナのカレー食べなよって言ったのに。
As if I could eat this curry with enough salt in it to make my blood pressure rise just by looking at it. It's what I said as I initially refused. I could only regret it. The hunger, the stomach ache.
まあまあ、よくしのいだよ、あの絶対的な状況下から。つくづくケイちゃんは追い詰められてからが強いね。
今はどんな褒め言葉もいらん。飯をくれ。
うちに帰れば何かあるんでしょ？
うちってお菓子とかの買い置きはないんだよ。カップ麺も今は底をついてるし。
Well, you don't have snacks at your house? Sucks. Gotta have some snacks.
我慢して待ってれば今日のお夕食はきっと美味しいよ。
I had absolutely no intention of laughing along.
じゃあ私はこの辺で。また今日もバイトでね。慣れない職種はしんどいよ。
That job at the Angel Mort family restaurant, huh? That uniform was somehow stimulating. Oh.
やっぱウェイトレスさんってハードワークなんだな。
みーちゃんってウェイトレスさんやってるの？本当に本当に？どこのお店かな？は
違う。私はそう、先日のおもちゃ屋さんの店番なの。ウェイトレスさんはシオンで。
Ah, my bad. I completely forgot that was how it ended up being.
ごめん。あまりにもよく似てるから間違えた。
ケイイチくん、シオンって誰かな？
I'm gonna ask the obvious question.
ミオンの双子の妹なんだよ。性格は違うけど外見は瓜二つなんだ。
そうそう、外見は似てるけど中身は大違いなんだよ。私は優しくて思慮深いけどシオンは冷めてておっかない性格なんだよね。
多分生まれた時にミオンの女の子らしい部分は全部シオンに行っちゃったんだと思う。ミオンと違って実にはにかんだ笑顔の似合う可愛い女の子なんだ。
ケイちゃ
Lena interjected as her eyes started back and forth from our exchange.
ん。そうなの？レナ会ったことないの？みーちゃん 妹がいるなんて話してくれたことあったっけ？
Shion's existence was already being exposed as a cover-up. I couldn't help Mion out here. I could only have her and this sure weighed.
うん。レナには紹介したことなかったかな。私の双子の妹でシオンって言うんだよ。
知らないよ。聞いてないよ。みーちゃん家に行っても会ったことないよ。
ほら知ってるでしょ、バッチャと住んでるのは私だけだから。シオンは沖宮の実家に住んでるの。あんまり仲が良くないからこっちには来ないんだけどね。
Lena's face indicated she wasn't sure if she was convinced. She was usually a bit of an airhead, but she was unusually sharp when it came to these kinds of things.
まあ嘘じゃないんだ。信じてやってくれ。
As she said, "Yeah, I believe you," a smile suddenly blossomed on Lena's face.
レナもいつか会ってみたいな。今度レナもお顔を見に行ってみるね。どこのお店で働いてるのかな？
She's getting more tangled in her little web. Could tell that Mion was getting increasingly frantic. I wanted to help her out, but it was hard for an outsider butted in on family issues.
ごめん。バイトもう急がないと。じゃあね。レナにケイちゃん。また明日。
Unwilly ending the conversation, Mion headed home. Well, it's way too obvious, like, that it's actually just Mion pretending to be a twin sister, because why would she do that? It's way too obvious, but she is obviously, hesitant. Like, there's something off about her sister that she doesn't want to talk about. She gets flustered every time someone mentions it. What that would be, I have no idea. Or maybe they're doing the thing where it's so obvious where you think it's not the solution, but in actuality it is the solution. They could also be doing that. No matter how you looked at it, she was running away. I'll just label this one as an emergency escape.
みーちゃんなんだか可愛かった。なんでかな。
When I giggled in amusement. Back to my house. Big old fucking house. Our house in the middle of the street. I wonder when dinner is. Would lying down be the best way to conserve energy? Sprawled in the entryway without even taking off my shoes. As I was losing the last vestiges of my consciousness, the doorbell rang. It seemed like I had a guest.
はいどうぞ。開いてますよ。
I directed my listless voice at the door.
どうもこんにちは。ってケイちゃん何やってんですか？
Seemed my guest was Mion, either Shion. She seemed shocked when she saw me sprawled out in the entryway.
シオンか。またどうして？
I thought that Shion's existence was an illusion that was limited to when Mion was at the restaurant. That's why I never even considered that Shion would appear here.
お姉に聞きましたよ。今日のお昼部活で大変なことがあってご飯食べられなかったんですよね。
ああ大変だったぞ。聡子に鍋を倒され、ご飯はお前に盗まれて。
だから私シオン。
She grew red and began to mope. That's right, she was the younger twin right now.
すまん。それでなんだよ。空腹の俺のために差し入れでも持ってきてくれたのか？
ありゃ図星を疲れちゃってなんだかがっかりですけど、これ。
With a disappointed smile, Shion held out a small bento box she had hidden behind her back.
本当に差し入れなのかよ。サンキュー。
お姉が学校に持って行ったハンバーグの残りがあったんでちょっと持ってきました。お夕飯前だとは思いますけどいかがかなって思いまして。迷惑でしたか？
迷惑なんてめっそうもない。すげえ嬉しいよ。本当に食っていいのか？
Sneaking a look inside the box to say that she just put some of the leftovers inside would have been a lie. It was an elegant meal and stuff inside.
本当にいいのか？これタバスコとかがいっぱい入ってるとかそういう冗談じゃないのかよ。
Nah, just a bunch of needles.
もうお姉じゃないんですから私そんなことしませんよ。別に嫌なら無理しなくても帰って自分で食べちゃいますから。
Saying that, she pouted cutely and made a motion as if to snatch the box back. There were some times that made me doubt that she was the same person as Mion, and this was undoubtedly one of those moments.
全然嫌じゃないです。感謝の心を忘れずに噛み締めたいと思います。
そんな鼻水垂らされて感謝されるほどのことじゃ。
I haven't ate anything in 10 hours. Shion, who had thought I might not take that bento, looked down happily.
何もないけど上がってくか。お茶くらいなら出せるかも。
ごめんなさい。またの機会にします。私バイトに行く途中ですから。
Oh, that's right. She did say that before.
お弁当箱は適当に水洗いして明日お姉にでも返しといてくださいね。
当然だぜ。こんなうまそうなのを食わせてもらったらそれぐらい礼儀だろ
う。じゃあ私はこれで。あと最後に。
Shion grew red again as she looked down once more.
お姉がカレーの時黙ってケイちゃんのご飯取っちゃいましたよね。悪ふざけが過ぎるとお姉ついやりすぎちゃうんです。決して悪気があったわけじゃ。
おいおい、別に俺はあんなの何とも思っちゃいないぜ。部活の上でのことは恨みっこなしだからな。毎回スリリングに楽しませてもらってるのをこっちが感謝したいぐらいだぜ。そうミオンに伝えてくれるか？
はい、それお姉きっと喜ぶと思います。ではこの辺で。
Shion smiled widely. After bowing deeply, she left as she looked at her watch.
嬉しいけどこれ本当に大丈夫なんだろうな。
I very much doubt it is the same person, but there's something off about them too when they talk about each other. What the hell it is, I have no idea. I looked at the bento box as she left behind. The faint warmth spread through the palm of my hand. If it were Mion, I could see hot sauce, mustard, maybe even a needle being mixed inside. Well, I don't think she would go as far as putting a needle in there. Maybe another time, and maybe another time. I opened the box once again and hesitantly tasted it. I took a bite, and another. There was no funny business. There was no danger at all, for it was delicious. That's right. That was Shion, not Mion, so there shouldn't have been anything to worry about. I wished back to my room eating as I gave my thanks. It was so delicious that my stomach could cry.
シオン、いやミオン、俺が空腹で死にそうって言ってたのを聞いて大急ぎで持ってきてくれたのか。
It was delicious to the last bite. By the way, nothing strange had been mixed in. I was a bit embarrassed of myself for being so skeptical. Skeptical. Ugh. Yeah. New tip acquired. Let's take a look at it. Because I am getting quite hungry myself, so let's take a look at this.
おいミオン、これ。
何よケイちゃん。
I flushed the bento box she'd given me yesterday in her face.
昨日差し入れてもらった弁当箱だよ。ごちそうさま。うまかったぜ。
あ、
Mion's face quickly flushed bright red. Hey now, you're the one pretending to be Shion when you gave it to me. You're gonna give it away if you get all red like that when you're being Mion. At this rate, she might trip and fall right into her own grave, so I decided to help her out.
あのな、俺昨日腹を空かせてたらさ、シオンがわざわざうちまで来て弁当を差し入れてくれたんだよ。で、これはその弁当箱。ちゃんと洗ってあるからな。
そうなんだ。シオンは気が利くね。
That was so transparent. Was Mion always this terrible at lying? Her expression was different than usual, but it looked strangely cute.
で、どうだった？
ミオンに瓜二つなやつだと思うぞ。だって双子なんだろ。似てて当然だよ。
じゃなくて、
Mion looked kind of bewildered, like she was waiting for a specific answer. When she said impression, maybe she didn't mean Shion, but the Benzo?
ああ、もちろん。うまかったぜ。
本当に？
俺は食い物の感想には嘘はつかないぞ。俺がうまかったって言ったら誰が食ったってうまい。万人におすすめできる評価だと思っていいぞ。
My opinion matters, nobody else's.
シオンに実に美味しかったって伝えておいてくれ。
シオンにね、伝えておくよ。きっと喜ぶと思うよ。
We're going along with Shion having given it to me, not Mion, aren't we? Yet her laugh came from deep down. It sounded really happy. I guess she really can laugh nicely enough that just looking at her makes me feel better too. His sarcastic remark made its way onto my tongue, but I swallowed it back. As Mion went to put the bento box in her bag, she noticed that crackling noise.
ケイちゃん、なんか入ってるよ。あれ？はあ。
God, she opened it? The thing inside was a little embarrassing, so I wish she hadn't opened it here. Panicking, I hid it with my hands.
な、これはだな。うちのおふくろがお礼に入れとけって言ったんだ。別に俺のセンスじゃないんだからな。誤解すんなよ。
綺麗。飴だ。
There was a handful of candies neatly wrapped in paper inside the sparkly queen bento box. When I was cleaning the box out yesterday in the sink, Mom came over and negotiated me, and I fessed up as to who had given me the food. Then she told me that something like this was called for a display of gratitude. I didn't want to because it was embarrassing, so I argued that wouldn't be like me to do that.
というわけなんだ。まあ、その。
I was so embarrassed it felt like fire might shoot out my face. Mion laughing the whole thing off like she usually did would be fine, but for some reason she was staring at the candy in a box of fascination.
ありがとう。
俺に言うな。入れたおふくろに言ってくれ。それにミオンが俺を言う必要なんかないんだぞ。それはシオンにあげるものなんだからな。
あ、うん、そうだよね。うん。シオンに伝えておくね。きっとシオンも嬉しがると思うよ。
Mion, looking a little downtrodden, put the lid back in the box. Seemed like I ended up saying something a little mean at the end.
今日はなんだかみーちゃんほんわかな感じだね。いいことでもあったのかな風邪でもひいたんではありませんの？お顔が赤いのはきっと微熱のせいでしたよ。ってリカ、なんで私の頭を撫でますの？ さとこもきっとそのうちお風邪をひけるようになりますですよ。
But, what the hell is it? It could really be the obvious choice that Mion is playing Shion. Or hell, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe Shion's playing Mion. That would be what a twist. But anyway, I think this is a good time to stop. If you enjoyed this type of content, hit that subscribe button. If you liked it, hit the like button. Want to tell me something? Put it down in the comments below. Want to check out the Twitter, or my Twitter, or the Discord server I hang out in? Check the description below. And yeah, it's been Voidlego. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!
Have you ever wanted to play